Okay, I'm back. I started it up. I wanted to make sure because I just did a carburetor mod on it and it reads. And as I drain the carburetor, I'm supposed to, whenever you do like clean the carburetor, I saw a video. I was trying to start it. It was hard to start. And they said, go to the drain plug at the bottom. That plug right there. And just loosen it up and let some of the fuel come out. Also it'll help clean, run out some of the residue that might be in the carb after you cleaned it. But it's not fully warm yet. But this is the sound. I'll give it a rev. I forgot to mention that probably the most restrictive thing about this exhaust is actually down. Follow the pipe down, it goes right under the tiny little engine there. And when you unbolt it, right by the gasket where it bolts, about 2 inches from there, it gets pretty thin and then widens out a little bit after that. But it gets pretty thin after about 2 inches after the gasket. I actually did ream that out a little bit too. So like I said, I took the pipe down and where it connects to the cylinder. The cylinder's small too because it's a small engine, but at any rate, the exhaust port is pretty small. I didn't touch that because I don't really know how to do that. But I did take the welds out of the exhaust pipe that were in the exhaust pipe, the excess weld, and I did ream out a little bit of the pipe because it does get the pipe gets pretty narrowed down by about 2 inches from where it connects to the cylinder. But I'll give it a little gas, but it sounds, it's louder. I mean, well, you see how it wants to take off now? I mean, it wasn't doing it. And when I got this thing a few weeks ago, it didn't want to do anything. Now it's just, give it a little tap, and it wants to go. I mean, when my kids were hitting it, and they were going so slow because they don't know how to ride, they come to a tiny little bump, and they're hitting the gas, they're gunning the gas, it's not getting over the bump. Now, forget about it. It's probably going to rip them off the bike. When I do these CVT mods, it's probably going to rip them right off the bike. And I'll total up all the costs. But so far, what I did name. This does have. I bought out the carburetor myself, which I made a video on. So it does have the carb on it right now, a little bit bigger. The carb is probably around 19 millimeter right now. Well, not really, because actually the exit port is less than 19. Well, it's probably around 17, 18. It's bigger. And I did the reeds. I have to adjust the idle because I only did this carburetor work yesterday, so I'm going to play with the idle once it warms. But it wants to go. And these are cheap mods so far.